Do you want to talk
Aiden,
about?
Thank you for joining us. You're kind of in the same world as Wendigoon,
Yes.
following conspiracies, learning about interesting demons, tales, monsters. And I always want to ask this when we have people on like you or Wendigoon. Do you personally have an experience that you think was supernatural or unexplained?
Yes, absolutely. And it's one of those ones that's it's not like anything super intense. It's very like almost like Ghost Adventures level. But I remember I was playing Manhunt with my buddies. We were probably 18 because we didn't stop doing that until college. I wish I could go back. I miss those days. But we had a neighborhood, like 6 houses that belonged to all of our families. And we would just play out in those backyards. And there was this one abandoned house that was right next to my buddy Tommy's place. And nobody ever went in the yard because it was trespassing and whatever. One night I decided I was going to hide back there, and I'd watch everybody kind of run past me. I'm like, all right, I'm definitely alone back here. And as I had been walking in to the backyard, there was a plastic lawn chair on the driveway. And I just remember like taking note of that and continuing along. I'm hiding in the corner. And I'm looking into the opposite yard, not paying attention to what's behind me. And I just hear something, like scatter across the ground. And I turn around behind me, and the chair is like across the driveway. And also at this point, it occurred to me that it felt a little chillier than it had 5 minutes ago. And we all thought this house was haunted. We'd always kind of had that vibe about it. It was always very unsettling to be near it. And so, of course, I turn around and I'm like, I'll just tell the ghost to fuck off and go back to my business. So being 17, 18, that's exactly what I did. I yell, hey.
We went straight to ghost, not fox or cat.
Oh, yeah.
Or breeze.
It was way too big of a chair.
The breeze is adding up real. It's chilly.
It wasn't a breeze.
Exactly what I was
It wasn't
thinking.
a breeze. It got colder.
I got 3 votes.
But no, but that wasn't that. Why did that computer just turn on?
I don't mean to ruin
That
your story,
wasn't
but
the
Kyle,
primary
one
issue.
time I used to keep chapstick in my pocket, and then it wasn't there.
Fuck, demon.
Woody,
Well,
did I ever
the-
tell you dude, this happened just last night. I wasn't that tired.
Where's this going?
I closed my eyes for a split second. 10 hours went by.
Fuck, aliens.
Demons or
explain that.
ghosts? I can't
So we all laugh. We all think it's very funny.
Yes.
Aiden's hopping to the ghost thing. The part is I yell fuck off to the ghost, and I to this day I swear it. I mean this. I heard every door in the house slam shut. And I
The
look
breeze,
up.
4 for 4.
I look up in the window. I look up in the window in the very upper, the attic window, and I'm like, and I
You do not want
saw-
to take this to court with me, sir.
I saw a person. I heard all the doors slam. That's the one that comes to mind first out of all of them.
I wish that
That's
I
a
had
spooky
seen something.
experience.
Yeah.
Like my whole childhood was spent watching supernatural,
Same.
like clickbait shit. Before there were clicks, all those Fox News shows that were like every commercial break, they were just about to show you Bigfoot's pussy. Like,
Nazi aliens and
Yeah.
how true it definitely is.
I'm talking about before that. This is pre-cable. Or pre me having cable. This is when Fox would have these little like supernatural specials, and they talk about demons and ghosts and ghosts and whatnot. And I
goose.
wanted it. Yeah, demon gooses.
Yeah, goose.
So what you mean is just
demons.
regular Canadian geese.
Like I'm
Yeah, those aren't
open to
horrible.
it. And if I had ever seen anything, I would be open enough to it to be like, oh shit, I think that's a warlock. I think I just saw one. We got one now, but that's never happened. And I don't know, like I've been in like abandoned buildings, and I've spent so much time in the woods, like thousands of hours in the woods, and I've just never seen anything that I couldn't be like, Fox, the breeze.
My mind is
The breeze.
completely closed to ghosts. I think it's absolute bullshit
100%
that there's
closed.
never been one. I hereby challenge every ghost watching this show to come at me, you pussy fucks. Bring it, you ghost.
You know what? If I were
nothing will
like,
happen.
if I were
But
like the way
don't-
you said that you
But not
yelled
with a
out
sports
like
injury, because that's
no, not
like,
with a sports
likely.
injury.
No, you have to do
Woody's
something
being
more
assaulted by orthopedic demons. Yeah, there's
Infested with them.
yeah, you need to chant the meniscus prayer so that you're safe. What I think you said that you like fuck you, demon or ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
directly.
I think because that
Brave.
is just gonna, if the ghost is real it wants to upset you. It wants to scare you, right?
Mhm.
And so I think that's not actually the way to do it, is you don't shout them down. What does a demon not want? Some
Sex.
fucking loser who's like obsessed with demons. And
Yeah.
so like if you start acting like, oh, are you there, Lord Bill? Are you there, Lord Beelzebub? I was playing with my Ouija board and sacrificing cats, and then he's gonna be like, oh God. It's one of these ones. You know what? I'm gonna find someone easy to scare. It's a fan. Like that's
Be
the way
an
you would
annoying
actually
fan
handle
to
this.
your demon, and he'll be gone.
Yeah,
It's
With
hate it.
there's-
with a
there's
Ouija
a-
board.
Get in that demon's
Sign my
DMs.
soul.
Always be in his DMs, pestering him.
Be
Asking
a
him
Ouija.
yeah, get a Ouija board. I remember as a kid, like, it's because like I went to church and stuff. My mom was like, "You can't play with the Ouija board," and it was never in my head like I want to play with it, because I remember even seeing like the Hasbro commercials being like, "That is the lamest toy.
Mhm.
There's no score. How am I supposed to play this? Like, I don't care about this." But she was always like, "Don't you bring one of those home?" And I'm like, "It's not a problem. I have no money or ride. Like, I'm not gonna make it out. I'm 8." Like, I remember. Like, I don't know. She would tell me like, "Don't play this at your friends' houses," and I'm like, "What sort of losers do you think I'm
Don't-
running with?"
What
Like,
year was
You're
this?
9 years old. Don't ever drive a
this
Ford.
was
home.
probably 1998. And so it was like in the middle of like they were saying that Pokemon was demonic at the time, and like
Yeah,
I
it
knew
was
that
the
was
90s
silly and
the
stupid.
90s religious
yeah,
right
the
bullshit
religious
that I
scare, all that nonsense.
Luckily, was born after.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And I just always remember like in my head, I'm like, oh, those idiots thinking that Alakazam and Charizard are demonic. But in my head, always I was like, but that Ouija board thing, they seem like really upset by this. It was like way later in life that I gave it more thought, and I was like, oh, it's like kids pretending. Like, or usually I would imagine the most mature child manipulating it for the fear of others. Right?
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
college, they they would do little seances in the dorms and stuff. Someone would break out a Ouija board. I actually don't think I ever did one, but I'd hear about it and stuff. And the deal is like 6 people put their hand on that little Ouija thing.
Mm-hmm.
None of them claimed to be the one that initiated it towards the letter, but it doesn't take much for one person to make the slightest movement on this thing and everyone else to think a spirit is moving it. And
Yeah. I did see something
with
like
Ouija
that.
boards, it's very much like a collective, like psychological thing where it starts moving in one direction. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's going here," and you just kind of all have the same response to it.
I remember
Yeah.
there's one guy who was on my swim team. His name was Dante, and they were asking this spirit questions about him, and all the answers were like the ones that would hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
And he was very hurt. It like it wrecked him. And to this day, I don't know if it wrecked him because he felt like the ghost had an issue with him, or my theory that he realized 6 people had an issue with him.
Yeah.
I'm going with theory number 2.
Yeah.
Theory number 2 seems a bit
One of
more.
Although
those
black
is
people
head,
believe in
not what
ghosts
really happened.
4 times more than their Caucasian partners.
We got to pump those numbers up, guys.
4 times more often black people believe in ghosts.
I'm just picturing a guy like, they're like, "Is Dante gay?" And he's like, "Ah, ah!" And the other people are like, "Oh no!" It's going towards yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like I saw the same thing. Like you're right with the pressure thing. It's got little tiny pressure points, so you're pushing down. You're not really pushing down. It'd be like 4 of us all trying to push down on an ice hockey puck on the ice all at once. It's gonna move.
Yeah.
Like it. There's no. It has to.
It had like
So-
little, not lubricated feet, but like, I don't know what to call them, Teflon feet.
Yeah.
Slippery.
Like
Yeah, little gliders.
Non-stick.
gliders. I like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it just makes it prone to sort of moving around on the board.